I'm Leah Thomas, and this is everything I eat in a day. So the first thing I do when I wake up, honestly, is check my phone. I wish that I could tell everyone that I meditate first thing in the morning, but I actually wake up kind of startled because what I do in my activism work is, really intense. I love it, but I just wake up just ready to do this work. So I check my phone because a lot of my work is activism on Instagram and social media, and I just get out of bed. So I eat first thing in the morning. I mean, honestly, my partner is so sweet, and I'm so thankful for him because honestly, he has kept me so fed and nourished during this very transitional time of my life when I went from a very small private life and a following of around 13,000 people to a following that grew to over 100,000 within a 3-week period. So during that, it felt incredible to have him there to make me food. And sometimes I'll eat first thing in the morning, and sorry, I'm not vegan anymore. I try to live a plant-based life, but please, vegans, don't come for me. I love you. I'm gonna be real honest, and I love to have scrambled eggs for breakfast. I love toast. I love carbs. I just love carbs so much with everything in my being. Bread is probably the best thing ever. So I love to have toast, probably 2 slices of toast, and if we get fancy, I like to have 2 different jams on each of the toast, maybe a little strawberry and then a little raspberry jam on the second one, just to spice it up. I'm from the Midwest, where we kind of we love our jam and our preserves. When I don't have a lot of time for breakfast, I love to get a smoothie with some apple and strawberry and banana, and that'll help me just start my day. I like things that are really quick, so I try to just drink a smoothie, eat my toast, have my eggs, and then start the day and start trying to dismantle systems of oppression in the climate movement. I don't drink coffee really because I'm already kind of anxious, so I've kind of stayed away from coffee, but I've been dabbling in mocha a little bit. I know that sounds like something that's extreme. I've been dabbling in mocha. I've been trying to transition into mocha lattes with oat milk. I really love those, but I prefer a good chai tea latte or a good tea. After I eat my food, it usually takes me a couple hours to even eat my breakfast because I'm multitasking in between meetings, trying to set up Intersectional Environmentalist and just spreading awareness about the Black Lives Matter movement and environmentalism, and I'm so pumped about it. A lot of it is writing copy and just writing articles, planning social content, and then also working on programming for Intersectional Environmentalist. I try to be very loving with myself because there are days when I work out a lot, and sometimes there are months when I'm just tired, and I've given myself kind of entirely this last month to activism, so I wasn't working out as much, and I'm okay with that, I love my body in all of its stages, and I try to be very, very understanding with myself. But I don't like shame-based motivation when it comes to working out. I like to work out because I know that it's good for my mental health and my mental clarity, and it makes me feel better when I get to practice yoga or do an exercise, get my body moving. So when I do work out, I try to do yoga or Chloe Ting, let me tell you, I know she's TikTok famous now, but her workouts are amazing, and she has shred challenges that I really, really enjoy. I love to snack, and because it takes me forever to eat breakfast, sometimes my meals during the day just kind of fold into each other, and I can't tell what's lunch and what's breakfast and what's dinner. But if I had a perfect lunch, I would probably say I love little crackers with hummus. I like a spicy hummus or a garlic hummus, and some pita chips that are really easy to eat. I just love hummus. And I also, a kale salad that I adore for lunch. It's perfect, it's refreshing. Get a little bit of kale, Get a little bit of nuts, whatever your favorite nuts are. Get some raisins in there, and then just like a nice creamy, sweet, and zesty sauce for lunch. Well, we can't go anywhere, so I haven't really been traveling, but when I am traveling, I like to snack. I'm a snacker all day. Snack, 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 snack. I am a snack. I like to... Sorry. What's my favorite snack? What do I eat? Oh, pickles. Pickles. Okay, so I'm from the Midwest, MW, throw up what you know. And we love our pickles. Our pickle game is like crazy on a next level, okay? So I love bread and butter pickles. They're really good. They're really sweet and zesty at the same time because that's my vibe, like sweet and zesty. My mom, her nickname for me is actually Paprika. She calls me her sweet spice. So I love bread and butter pickles. They're so good, and they're probably my favorite snack. My favorite meal to cook is during the holidays. I don't do this all the time, but there was one time where I got to help my great-grandmother Dorothy with my mom and my sister, and we all made sweet potato pie, which is just really important historically and cultural to African Americans and a staple. Sweet potato pie, not pumpkin pie, even though they're both really good, but that's my favorite thing to cook. My weekend cheat meal. I don't like saying something's a cheat meal. I just like to say that I'm human. I try to be progress over perfection. Like nothing is ever gonna be perfect, but okay. To answer the question, my cheat meal, I love ice cream, sorbet. I think mango sorbet is, I could eat that all day, every day, even though I don't and I haven't in a while. But if I'm gonna just go off the rails and not care about the nutritional value of anything, I would get like a mango sorbet, vegan buffalo wings, fries, waffle fries. I would get some like animal fries. I would just get fries. I like fries, and there would be ranch involved, and there would be pizza, and there would be pizza that I could dip in the ranch with fries. And I can just eat an insane amount of ranch. Like, I don't know, it just disappears in the pizza crust because that's the best part. Like, I put ranch on top of the pizza, and then I also have a little ranch dipper, so then I can dip the pizza, and every part of the crust will be dipped, and I think that's my cheat meal, when I just get ranch and pizza and bread and carbs. It's beautiful. I love New York. They've got all the good food. It's beautiful, and it's all close together, and whenever I go to New York, I love meeting my friends late at night and just getting really good food. My friend Sabs, who actually helped me start Intersectional Environmentalist, took me to this amazing vegan ramen place, and there's also a place there called It's like J-A, and it's a really good vegan Mexican restaurant that I absolutely adore. So New York's probably my favorite place and my favorite food city. Or New Orleans. It's really hard to compete with New Orleans food because they've got beignets, they've got good gumbo, they've got jambalaya, they've got all the food that I love. I love that Southern cooking, Southern cuisine. There's nothing that can compare to that.
I like New Orleans.
Dinner. It really depends. It just depends on what the day is like. But I think my favorite dinner that's pretty easy to cook would be like a tofu tikka masala. And to make it super easy, I don't make the tikka masala sauce from scratch, but I'll pick up a little simmer sauce from the store, and also some naan bread and some rice and some tofu or some kind of protein for the simmer sauce, and I like it all good and creamy and warm. Or soul food, like baked mac and cheese, like my grandma. Dang, you can't really find that in California. There's a couple places. They do soul food different here. It's good, it's good, but when I'm from the Midwest, our soul food is just a little different. It hits, okay? So I think I would love, some collard greens and some mac and cheese. Yes. In the last 2 years, I've just really, I know Europe, I was behind. It took me a while to see the vision, but sparkling water with just a hint of flavor. like it's so good and it's so addicting. And then I was buying so many cases of flavored sparkling water that one day as an environmentalist, I was like, okay, I know these are in aluminum cans, but there's no way that this is the most eco-friendly and cost-efficient option for me to just be enjoying this flavored, barely flavored sparkling water. So I decided to buy a sparkling water machine, aka a soda stream, and it has changed my life. It has changed the game for me, and I make it super sparkly. Like, you're only supposed to press the button probably like 3 to 5 times, but I just like keep going because I never want it to be flat. So I just go, get it nice, you know, and then I enjoy. So that's what I like to have for dinner. You know, I try to be good to the planet, to Mama Earth, and I don't like to eat things that are damaging. And I think that's why a lot of environmentalists, they might really like meat, and you know, sometimes, like, I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy how meat tastes, and but I grew up with a mom who was a pescatarian, so it's really easy for me not to eat a ton of meat. But something that I try to avoid, CAFOs are terrible. Those are confined animal feeding lots. If I ever do eat anything with meat, I try to make sure that it's, you know, locally sourced when I can, because sometimes accessibility is an issue, and I try to support local farmers and opt in for that kind of food so I can support the local economy and regenerative farmers that are doing farming correctly. My favorite late night snack, I love ice cream sandwiches. They're so good. You can get non-dairy versions if you'd like. But I love ice cream and I love chocolate. I have a sweet tooth, so all the chocolate every day. I definitely do get hangry, and I think my hangriness comes out as irritability, but I do have migraines, and I've had migraines my entire life. So I'm very sensitive when it comes to needing to eat and needing to drink water and making sure that I'm nourished. And if I'm not nourished, I get a headache, so I'm kind of irritable when my blood sugar is kind of low. That's why I'm a snacker and why I eat so much, because I want to be, you know, pleasant to be around, and I feel like I'm my best self when I have food, so I try to eat. And that's everything I eat in the day. Thank you so much for watching. Fight the power. Bye everyone.